upon Christianity is evident for everybody to see. And I think that today, Good Friday, when the majority of Christians around the world will be thinking in solace and remembrance of the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross, his body and his blood poured out for us, taking on the weight of the sin of the world, taking on the weight of the sin as a free gift of grace from the Father for anybody who chooses to receive it. The time that we're in right now, the season that we're in right now, is certainly reflective by the watering down of the resurrection message, of the message of the sacrifice on the cross and the resurrection message. And we're seeing that all the way around the world, but we're seeing it within Christendom, we're seeing it within the UK specifically, I think, in terms of schools cancelling Easter services, King Charles coming out and talking about this time, this period as being a reflective time for all religions, and he singles out Islam, singles out Judaism, and singles out Christianity. Well, I would say he doesn't single out Christianity. What he does is he waters down the effective message of the resurrection that all hope in this life is based upon, by making it inclusive in this interfaith system that he so loves. We know that he has been no mistake or no qualms about being the defender of the faiths. That was his heart. Yet he is still at this point recognised as the defender of the faith in the UK. Well, if that is the defence of the faith, watering it down and opening it up and signifying and glorifying other religions, other contrasting faith systems on this day, well, then that shows that we're in end times. That shows that we're in a difficult season. And that should motivate, encourage, and strengthen the boldness of the church to stand as they are in this day. I want us to take a second here and just listen to what the Queen's former chaplain has to say on the subject.
Multi-faith relativistic agenda. He takes a view that the Abrahamic religions are all more or less the same, they're cousins, there's no distinction, and everyone just ought to get on very well. The trouble is this isn't real, it's not well informed, it's not true, and it doesn't reflect the needs of the different constituencies. You quite rightly say they pretend to be even-handed, but they aren't. They don't do it with Diwali, and it
is offensive and disingenuous, and I believe it is marked to move us toward the harlot system.
To pretend to put out a message emphasizing the things that they have in common and ignoring the thing that really matters, which is that Jesus did something very different and very special, and he's different from Muhammad. That it's unkind, it's shallow, unkind, and it imposes a kind of map that Charles has inside his head on the rest of us.
Which he's not allowed to have. I mean, it's not in his gift to have views. He's meant to be apolitical. Right. He's just the head of the Church of England, the head of the Church of Scotland. He should just be told, this is your job. You know, I'm Jewish. I don't want him talking about other things. Just talk about Easter.
Right. Absolutely, that's it's his job. But he is bringing the view in, and the difficulty is we don't want to complain. You know, we want to.
The story of the resurrection is the most unique story in history. It differs from every other faith system, that we're not saved by our works, but we're saved by grace, and our salvation is secured in the cross and the empty tomb. Islam and other faith systems deny the empty tomb, and they deny the resurrection. Islam goes as far to deny the cross itself, and therefore to be included within a resurrection message is a major issue.
It's actually a serious matter of contention to us. And in fact, if you want to talk about the
is that because of the ascension into heaven?
No, not at all. It's because if Jesus rose from the dead, there's no need for Muhammad. So when Muhammad comes along, he's got to put Jesus into a second category of another prophet like his, which means he didn't rise from the dead, he wasn't the Son of God, and the whole thing was faked and bogus. Essentially, the Quran says that the New Testament is a fake document, and that Jesus, that the Christians have deceived everyone. Well, this is really important. You can't then just say...
This is the most important time and season of the Christian faith. The time of the crucifixion and the resurrection mark what separates Christianity from every other man-made system, because Christianity is not man-made, it is God-ordained and God-breathed. Christ is our Saviour.